the end of the legislative session, the legislature passed a $2.6 billion package for upgrades to wastewater systems, local roads and bridges, state college and university assets, and more. Senator Sandy Pappas, chair of the Senate Capital Investment Committee, called it a monumental infrastructure and jobs package. And she joins me now in the studio. Welcome.
Good morning.
So you have vast experience on the Capital Investment Committee. I looked it up, and you have served on this committee for 20 years, since 2003. As the chair of the committee for the first time this year, what were your priorities?
Well, it was a tremendous responsibility since we hadn't passed a bill in a couple years. But I think that my priorities were really to address the essential infrastructure needs of the state, to especially asset preservation. We have a lot of repair and replacement costs that we've been neglecting for our state agencies that we own. And then, of course, my members, I had to satisfy my members in terms of what their priorities are, and the Republicans, in order to get the votes to pass the bill.
For those who don't live and breathe the legislature, it needs to be noted that bills that borrow money require a 3/5 majority. And the last bonding bill, as you said, was 3 years ago in 2020. Does the requirement for 60% approval to borrow make it harder to fund asset preservation in our often polarized political environment?
Absolutely, it does. Because if the minority party decides that they want to use the bonding bill as leverage for other issues that they want, and that typically has been more a tactic that the Republicans have used, both in the House and now in the Senate, because they tend to, for some reason, be less crazy about doing a bonding bill, whereas Democrats always want to do a bonding bill. We always want to create jobs and build things and address the infrastructure needs of our state. And the Republicans' priorities have been more like tax cuts. And so using that as leverage, which the Democrats didn't want to do this year, did make it more difficult, and it has certainly in the past.
Because the state was sitting on such a large budget surplus, the DFL majorities in the Senate and the House did have the option to pay for projects entirely in cash, and that thereby negating the need for any Republican support. In the end, though, what came through the legislature was $1.5 billion in general obligation bonds and $1.1 billion in cash. Why take this approach?
Well, we have the cash. Most of our surplus that we had was what we call one-time money, meaning it's not going to reoccur in the future, about $11 billion of that. And so it was a good use of one-time money to spend it on infrastructure, which is a one-time cost. But yet we have all this capacity for borrowing that has been sitting there. So if we only did cash, it would be a much smaller bill because we had to save some money for next year's bonding bill. So 1.3 would have been our all-cash bill, and all our projects would have been squeezed. I told the Republicans it would have been much harder for me to fund projects for people who weren't going to vote for the bonding bill, because that's the way it is here. You need to vote for bills in order to get your projects funded. You need to vote for your projects. So doing the combination meant we could do a much more robust bill that would be like a makeup bill for the last 3 years.
This is the largest package in state history, and I'm just going to throw out some numbers to give people examples of what's being funded. $317 million will go for asset upgrades at the University of Minnesota and Minnesota State colleges and universities. $247 million for the DNR, $402 million for roads and bridges, $501 million for water infrastructure, and $443 million for economic development initiatives. Plus, there's money for parks, pools, ice arenas, theaters, museums, sports centers, and more. How do you decide which projects to include?
It's not easy. So the more money I have, though, the easier the decision-making is. So it's really a combination of what are state agencies' priorities and the governor, because that is our responsibility to take care of the buildings that we own. So there's a big hunk of money that goes for that. The University of Minnesota and Minnesota State, they give us their priority list, and we try to follow that as closely as we can out of respect for them. And then we look at our members and we ask them, what is your priority for your local government, your local county? What kind of projects are essential to you? And it's very new for us to be, with cash, funding some of the nonprofits that serve our BIPOC communities, that provide housing for homeless youth, that do healthcare, just so many essential things for local communities, and sometimes a children's museum like in St. Cloud. So we look at a combination of those three things.
And try to find equity in projects all across the state, both Metro and Greater Minnesota?
Traditionally, bonding bills are very heavily rural Minnesota. So my Metro legislators said, hey, we think we should get more of that bonding bill. So I tried to craft bills that were then balanced. They're half rural, half Metro, half Democrat, half Republican projects. But it does serve the whole state.
Because you have served on this committee for so many years, this is a bit of a historical question. Tell me about the importance of bonding tours that the Capital Investment Committee takes, and why visiting areas all around the state, learning about project proposals and the needs of different communities are a crucial part of this process.
And the most fun part of being on the bonding committee or capital investment, because it is great to see our entire state. And when you see a project in person, it just is more imprinted in your brain. Like during committee, I had so many projects to hear. I had over 500 bills assigned to my committee that each project got 4 minutes. So even now I'm saying, did I give you your 4 minutes? But if I see it in person, then it really does imprint in my mind. And I see the importance of that local intersection that's very dangerous. People have been killed. That wastewater treatment plant because of forever chemicals that are poisoning the water. It is really important to see those things in person.
I assume that the 2024 legislative session will include another bonding bill. In fact, actually, you mentioned it previously already. Last session, you said that the committee will once again be taking tours to visit different parts of the state this summer, this fall. To that end, because there was a $2.6 billion package that was already approved, are you homing in on specific types of projects, or is the gate wide open for what could be in the next bonding bill?
I would say the gate is partially open, because I'm a little worried that my members are really spoiled from this year's bill because it was so robust. And we do have almost $1 billion in cash set aside for next year, and we have about $880 million in bonds that's already forecasted, which means that we don't have to pay any more interest. It's already included in the forecast as if we've already paid it. So that could still be a combination of, $1.8 billion in spending, which is still pretty robust. But because we're so far behind, there's going to be a lot more needs out there than we can possibly meet. So that's why it's really important for us to do one in 2024 and 2025 and 2026, just kind of keep them coming so we can get caught up.
And then what does being caught up actually look like? Does that mean then wherever you go across the state, our infrastructure looks good, we have clean water? I mean, is that the goal?
I think it means that you're not worried a bridge is going to fall down, that you don't have all these potholes in your street. Although we don't directly fund streets, but that's an example of what the problem is if you don't take care of your infrastructure. And the water treatment, we're going to replace lead pipes around the state. I think these are going to be ongoing issues because buildings age. So now we have buildings that are 100 years old. We actually have 2 prisons that are 100 years old that need to be consolidated or replaced. So it's not going to be done in 26, but if we could get at least caught up and then just keep them coming in the future. So we're doing a bonding bill every year of, $1 billion, $1.5 billion to just kind of keep up with those infrastructure needs.
And that will keep your committee quite busy.
Keep our committee very busy and very engaged.
Senator Sandy Pappas, I want to thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.